What people don't realize is ChatGPT can be a superb tool for research design and methodology design as well. Example, I'm writing a book about uh, small businesses in my town in Western PA. So I need to come up with a series of questions. So I write in the prompt, and you can see they don't care that you spelled horribly since I cannot type, so it's good. You are a college professor of innovation entrepreneurship. You are writing a book about local area small business. The target reader for the college book are your college students. The goal of the book is to capture the secrets of small business success. Great. And then it'll go ahead and actually give a proposed outline of this book. Now, do I necessarily want this? No, but it might come up with an idea that you hadn't thought of. All right. Here's what I did. After all of this, I then said, okay, this is good. Publishing tips, engaging writing style, visual elements, peer review, feedback, integration to curriculum, all excellent. Okay. Now what I say is, small business professor is interviewing, the people I'm interviewing are busy, not necessarily cognizant of either business methodologies or why or why not their firms succeed. Research methodology is qualitative, asking a series of questions to each firm owner. What are the top 5 questions to ask? This is really the meat and potatoes, because then the ChatGPT always does this. They basically rephrase everything that you've just asked. They oftentimes compliment you. And then, can you share the story of how your business started and what motivated you to become an entrepreneur? And then gives the purpose of it. What were the biggest challenges? Purpose of the question. How to identify needs, purpose of the question, needs, etc. Looking back now, this is all well and dandy, but you don't stop here, because this is where it gets fun. The people I'm interviewing are all age ranges. So what I did was I took those questions and I said, okay, take these questions and refine them. Can you share the story of how, and boom, 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 came better. Then I said, okay, can you write it in the voice of a Gen X? I did that. I said, okay, can you write it in the form of a Zillennial? Okay, yeah, I did that. And I came up, and you can see some of the more casual, millennial friendly. How do you get the 411 on what your peeps, customers, are digging these days? And how's your intel changing? What's your secret sauce? Now, you see, I ended up using that in my research instrument because it's a much better way of saying your competitive advantage or whatever the heck, And then I even go Gen Z, which I love to give to my students. Yo, can you spill on how your biz journey popped off and what made you want to yeet into the entrepreneur life? Yeah, I always keep having to look up what yeet means. And Bet, looking back, what do you think are the dope moves that got your biz to slay? Yeah, again, I would probably never say it. But then we go reword and how boomers talk. I just saw my physician today. He's a boomer. And he was like, took the same questions, reworded, said, could you tell us how the tale of how your business came to be and what drove you to hang your own shingle? He's like, yeah, I'd use this phrase. I'm like, yeah, I do it too, actually. Okay. What significant hurdles did you encounter? Perfect. Finger on the pulse so the clientele's preferences. Yeah. But then you can see it's hilarious because in hindsight, what do you reckon are the cornerstone principles that have underpinned your business prosperity? You see, now this is why I liked the millennial or Gen X more casualness, because this is, I think, a leading question. You're trying to say that you do have cornerstone principles. Maybe you don't. It's not a good way of asking, okay? I can think of a much more open-ended way, and then I do like this one. In what ways has your business set itself apart from the pack? Not a bad one. Because one of the other questions that generated one version was, how do you differentiate yourself from customers? It's like, no, I'm talking to small businesses. They don't need Harvard Business School talk. I was telling my doc that my Waze can actually even talk in business gibberish when giving me directions. So it's kind of cool.